the trial, actually, what we're doing right now is, we're running Imagine-1 as a sort of a two-stage trial. The first stage of the trial is a dose escalation phase. So we're studying 2 different doses of our gene therapy in 2 different patient populations. We start in the late infantile population, GM1, because it's a slightly older population. And then we completed that initial cohort of 2 subjects, and that's the data that we presented at ASGCT back in May. But we've also initiated, then that led to a safety review and an independent data monitoring committee agreeing and recommending that we proceed to both the high dose in the older children in the late infantile cohort, which is what we call Cohort 2, as well as the the low dose in the early infantile GM1. These are the youngest children. And to date, we've fully enrolled the early infantile cohort, the low dose. We've enrolled 1 of the patients in the late infantile, and things are progressing well. And we're hoping, we're on target to complete enrollment of the full trial, of the first phase of the trial this year, with the goal is that we would then go and then have discussions with regulatory agencies and plan for, a confirmatory phase study to which would really hopefully get a, that would start sometime next year. Part of the data that we showed that we shared at ASGCT, or in May, the thing that gets us was very exciting for us is that, it's only 2 children, so all the caveats that it's a small sample size, but both the children actually can gain developmental milestones. And as I think maybe I didn't explicitly state this, is once the children start losing developmental milestones in this disease, they never gain milestones back. So both the children gain developmental milestones, which is really, really exciting. And in fact, one of the children was much more mildly affected when they were enrolled, and that child has made significant gains. They've gained, over the course of 12 months that we followed this child, the child has gained approximately 12 months of development. So that's really quite exciting for us. And now the other child was much more severely affected and did, over the course of 6 months, gain about 3 months of development. So not as dramatic an improvement, but certainly more than you would have expected given where they were already losing milestones. So we're really excited to see that if this is generalizable as we study more children. But those first 2 patients, the first 2 children that we treated were, the results are really exciting and giving us, there's a lot of enthusiasm. And I think that's generated a lot of enthusiasm within the GM1 community, both the physicians and the patient advocacy organizations, which is why I think we're getting a lot of interest in our trial. So I think that's really exciting for us.